Steve Haskin with your Kentucky Derby News Minute on BloodHorse.com. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get in today's activity in a minute because we had a lot of activity. We had works galore early in the morning and then the flurry at the break. Todd Pletcher's horses were supposed to work tomorrow, but because of the threat of rain, we're supposed to get a lot of rain tonight and into tomorrow morning. Everybody worked today. So you want works? We got works. We'll start off with the first work of the day. Very early at 5:45 was Normandy Invasion, and he was very sharp this morning. He broke off very quickly, and it was very smooth throughout. He went 5 furlongs and 59 flat, out 6 furlongs and 111 and 4. So this horse obviously is showing a lot more speed than people think. Everybody thinks he's a big come-from-behind horse, a plotter type of horse that makes a big run, but he's going to show a lot more speed based on that workout. Right after him came Mylute, and Tom Amoss was not looking for much here. He gave him just basically the same kind of little breeze that he gave him before the Louisiana Derby, and he went out there and did it on his own with Rosie Napravnik up, and he went half a mile in 50 and 3, and out 5 furlongs in 105 and 4. But again, he did it easily, and he was basically just what Tom Amoss was looking for. Then working later on, about 7:30, was Black Onyx, and Black Onyx with Joe Bravo up, went a half in 48 and 3. Looked good, nice even work. Came home in 12 and 2, last eighth of a mile. Then came the flurry of activities, and Mr. Pletcher sent out everybody, his entire 5-horse Derby crew, and they all looked great. So let's just start with Malice and Overanalyze worked together. Malice had Mike Smith up. He was on the inside wearing blinkers. And Overanalyze had Gary Stevens up. And the two of them broke off together and basically went as a tandem the whole way. Finished right on the line together. Went a half in 47 and 1. They caught Malice galloping out in 59-4. Overanalyze in 59-3. Again, perfect works. Spoke to Mike Smith afterwards, and he said Malice was just full of himself trying to pull him up. So that horse is very high energy right now, and that's a key to this horse because you want to see him come out of that race, the last race, the Bluegrass, with a lot of energy because he had 2 weeks off, and now he's only having 3 weeks off. And Revolutionary work with Calvin Burrell up in company with Charming Kitten. And if I had to pick the best work, he's the one that really stood out. Even though he went a half in 48 and 1, not as fast as the other two, I absolutely loved the way he came home. I mean, he just was flying at the end. Came home his last eighth in 11-3 and galloped out like 6-7 lengths clear of Charming Kitten. This horse just gets going the minute he hits the wire. He's just very, very high energy horse later on in the workout when he gets going and going and going. He just doesn't want to pull up. So that's what you want to see when a horse going 1.25 miles. So watch out for Revolutionary. He was on the inside again. And, you know, he does have a tendency to change leads, but that's him. He's been doing it since he was a young horse. But that was a very, very impressive work. Then Verrazano also worked in company. He went out a little sharper. He went 11 and 4, 23-1, 35, 47 half. Went 5 furlongs in 59-4, out in 113. Again, did it well on his own. Came back looking as strong as ever. And one getting back to Revolutionary, that horse, watching him being washed down afterward, he was not blowing at all. I mean, not even the slightest huff or a puff. So he looked absolutely fantastic. So Todd Pletcher's got to be very happy with all of his horses' works.
Making sure we got him in before the rain hit was our first goal, and then fortunately we had a good morning and thought we had some horses work great.
And the only other news we've got to report today is the fact that It's My Lucky Day is due in right about now, about 10 o'clock in the morning as we're filming this. So he should be arriving very shortly. And Golden Sense gets in at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And after that, we'll be pretty much everyone will be here, and we can really get rolling for Kentucky Derby week. So, and this is Steve Haskin with your Kentucky Derby News Minute on BloodHorse.com.